Uh. Back in the booth, said I'm back with the truth. I'm black, so I gotta take 'em back to the roots. When I'm in a bad mood, I check my attitude. When I'm feeling down, I grab my. Ain't no place like the city that raised me. You crazy if you think you'd ever replace me.
They be like, hey, we live? Hell yeah, we live. What's good, bro?
What's good?
Coolin', man. Chilling on this. What day is it? Monday? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
You know, this corona thing, I don't know what day it is.
Self-quarantine.
Right,
Well, not self-quarantine. I don't got it.
I only had a little part-time job, but I ain't been working for the past couple weeks.
I've been on spring. This is my second week on spring break. 2 weeks.
Crazy, bro. You got 2 spring breaks. And you might go to online classes. So
Nah, we already did.
For the rest of the semester?
Yeah. They said they had it. What did they say? Oh, they said 2 weeks and we're going to start online classes March 30th. And they was thinking about sending us back, but then they was just like, nah, y'all just might as well stay home.
Dang, that's crazy. What's crazy about this whole thing is what if it's like not even as bad as what is like what they making it look like?
I mean, well, you never know.
You heard what your father said about Trump?
What did he say?
He said he's gonna make people go back to work within like the next couple of weeks, regardless of how like far we are with the corona thing, so people could still be sick or still like be potentially sick and they still have to work.
He trying to get the economy back up. He trying to get that money back.
Trumpito. Oh man. Yeah, so I don't know. How you feeling though?
I'm feeling good, you know.
Or I heard you coughing and sniffing over there a little bit.
Nah. Chill. Stop playing.
They went, no, too early.
Yeah, you wildin'.
Yeah, it is a little too early. All right, let's get into the conversation we've been talking about all day. All right? For all my basketball fans out there, it's going to be a good talk right here. We talking about Paul George versus Jayson Tatum. Now, my personal opinion, I think Paul George is a better player. I think he's a better offensive player than Tatum and a better defender. But, you know, some folks out there will see a highlight that a lot of us saw.
Nah, it's not even.
Jayson Tatum allegedly made Paul George fall.
It's not even just a highlight. No, Jayson Tatum is that dude. Like, come on. They don't call him he's only 21 for a reason.
Yeah, he's nice. He got potential.
And he's shown he has it. He's shown it, and now we witnessing it. We witnessing the potential.
When they say he has potential, you know what that means, right?
What that mean?
Like, he gonna be a star one day.
Why can't be today? He's already an all-star.
Look, he's on his way, but he ain't there yet.
Nah, he that dude.
Look, this is how I feel. Jayson Tatum's teammate Jaylen Brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's another young star.
Mm-hmm.
He might be a better defender than Tatum, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
You ask me, Paul George is Tatum and Jaylen Brown combined. That's 2-1 right there.
All I'm saying is Paul George don't sleep too well the night before whenever they play the Celtics.
Look, after Kawhi won the championship and decided to go to the Clippers, right? He went to the Clippers front office and said, I'm going to sign with you guys in L.A., but you got to get Paul George as well.
Nah.
He didn't say, go get Jayson Tatum.
Nah.
Because Paul George is already elite.
He want somebody to take all that media attention away from him.
What you mean media attention?
So feel me? The day he signed with the Clippers, he said, okay, I need another star who could take the media spotlight away from me. So who we gonna go with? And he just looked at Paul George history and said, wait, this the same dude that cheated on Doc Rivers' daughter. And on top of that, that's our coach? Oh, yeah, give me him.
Wait, so you said Kawhi wanted to team up with Paul George for, like, bigger reasons than basketball?
Yup.
So he needed someone that that could take the spotlight so he could just go under the radar, do what he does, go work out, stay away from the media. Because LA does need that star. So if Kawhi was there by himself, he was going to have to be that star. I see what you mean. But still, you still got to go with someone that's elite and a superstar.
You right, he could.
In that case, you would have asked for Westbrook.
No. He wants to win. Kawhi wants to win.
Spotlight, he could ask for Westbrook.
Westbrook.
Or if that's the case, he would have just went with the Lakers.
Hey, look, you put Westbrook on your team, you could just count out championships. You ain't winning a single thing.
But that's how I feel. Westbrook is a great player to have on your team for the first 44 minutes of the game. Them last four, I need him to be more of a point guard than a scorer.
Nah, feel me? I know 2 of the games Westbrook played in where his team lost. He took the last shot for his team and missed, and the other team came back down and scored. The first game was in 2016 against the Warriors. Remember when Steph hit the long 3?
Oh, yeah.
Yup, Westbrook missed.
What kind of shot did he take?
Who, Westbrook?
Yeah,
he took that. He take them. The mid-range jumpers, the mid-range clanks.
Right, what was the score again?
121, 118. And then the second one.
Against
Game time. Oh, and who was that over? Who was that over?
Listen, like my boy Paul George said, that was a terrible shot.
Nah, that was not a terrible shot.
Nah, it wasn't. PJ, you my guy, but that was not a terrible shot.
Hey.
But
Come on, but Paul George don't want to sing it.
The door opens, so the big OG about to come through.
Right, but Paul George don't want to see it with Joe Ingles. Let's talk about that.
Let's not talk about the past. That was just a bad situation all around. There was no reason why the Jazz should even been in the series with them.
Nah, but they were.
That's not because of Joe Ingles. And I want to say he didn't lock Paul George down. Look, if you have a wide open shot and you miss it, the defender can't say, I locked you up.
Oh, but he did. But he did.
What did you say about Joe? You said he was pointing at him? Like,
Now he pick him up at half court.
like, yo, what's up? I'm here. Nah. Joe don't want that smoke this year with the Clippers and Paul George.
They're not even going to see him if they play again.
What up, Cole? He's like, what's going on in there? You know, the pod battle. What's the name of this podcast? Big Bro, Little Bro?
Nah.
Little Bro, Big Bro?
We ain't even come up with a name yet. We're going to come up with a name at some point during this video, though.
This podcast is going to be called The KW and Little Bro Show.
Nah. This is not what this podcast is going to be called.
It's going to be called the Coach Kev Sons Pod. Nah, we definitely gotta get the OG up here.
I mean, yeah. Where you go?
Call me. What up, boy?
Yo, dogs be all over the place, you know what I mean? Like how you have that much energy?
This dude, he thinks it's his house.
I never saw my dog sleep once.
What up, Cole?
And I've had him for 9 years.
Hey, make sure all the wires are like close to you so you know.
Alright. Oh, come on now. That's not your decision to make.
Cole. When did we get Cole?
2011.
2011.
Look, see,
Quick math.
I got the great memory.
About 16 around there.
I got the great memory. So every time they need a date to remember in the past, they always ask me.
It don't matter what it is. I could be like, okay, what was the date when I failed that math quiz in 3rd grade? Like, oh, that was on November 12th. I'm like, yo, he got the time.
Hey, I ain't even know you failed the math test in 3rd grade.
Alright, it was 4th grade, but you get the point. Look, Kobe doing all that barking. We let him in, he's chilling.
Cause that's a dog. That's what they supposed to do.
He gotta know what's going on, and he gonna lay down.
Right.
So what we had some guests in here.
Oh.
Cause he'll be jumping all over him right now.
Yeah.
Scratch him in his face.
Wow.
Nah, Cole, that's the homie right there. That's the little bro. You little bro, but that's little bro.
You my son, so that's all that matters.
They gonna be like, wait, I thought they were brothers, but that's his son. Man, oh man, I'm confused. Yeah, man, we out here.
What up?
Boy Marquise. What's that his name? I think that's his name. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Down the street. We putting people's names out here, giving them free promo.
Right.
Yo, if you need a shout out, just hit me up, hit my little bro.
Facts.
We're gonna negotiate a price. You pay us, we shout you out. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes you might pay us and you might not get a shout out.
Yeah, we might forget. Let's just not talk about that.
No refunds though.
You heard it, man. Yeah, Elm City, we out here. 203. I know I'm from 203. Where you from? You from 203?
I'm from what part of the 203 you from? Rumors report you from Bridgeport.
Oh no, I'm not from Bridgeport. I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. Fairhaven to be exact.
Nah, that's not what I heard.
I know what neighborhood you from, but I'm not gonna put you on blast.
Bro, you from East Haven. What is you talking about?
I told you I went to school up there. Don't mean I'm from there.
Nah, it's the same thing. Ain't no different.
Went to Notre Dame High School. Shout out to Notre Dame. I went to West Haven, not Fairfield. Yo, Cole, you wanna say something? You got something to say to the people? No.
You just breathing.
It's cool. Man.
You ever think what goes through a dog's head?
Oh yeah, I don't even know.
Like, 'cause they just do random stuff. Like, they'll be running around and they'll stop and then just be like, oh, wait, I gotta lick my butt now. Like, how you just randomly think of that?
It's like they got ADHD. Like,
Probably.
a bunch of things going on and they just
Right.
remember everything. Wait, let me go mess with my owner real quick. This dude here, we can't leave this dude in the kitchen at all by himself.
I ain't met a dog more greedy. It's impeccable the amount of energy he has. You know, that's gonna be my thing. I'm gonna just say one random big word. I don't care if it makes sense or not. I'm just gonna say it every time.
Word, T.I. would be proud.
I know, expeditiously.
What did he tell Kodak?
He said, take it down expeditiously.
What up, OG? You got something you want to say to the people?
Nah, I'm out here chilling. Getting ready for this conversation with the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Important conversation on the census.
Oh, word?
Right? So,
What time is that?
6 o'clock.
Word?
Zoom, pull up.
I can pull up. How can I get there?
I'm going to get you that info.
Alright. He was supposed to plug the in.
I don't think the mic caught any of that.
It caught a little bit. I saw the bar.
Oh, what?
Anytime that green bar right there doing that, it's picking up something.
No, that's all that matters.
Feel me? So that's basically what your engineer was like. Any engineer when you make music, that's what all they look at.
Fact, that's what's
Mixing
up.
and all that. But yeah, with this podcast, we're gonna be mixing and editing ourselves, so we about to both be learning how to do this.
No, you finna be doing that.
Alright, it's gonna be. I'm gonna do it.
And I'm taking all the credit.
See how the money opportunities that come with engineering. And you like, yo, Kev, you can teach me how to do that engineering.
If there's money involved, I'm with it.
I'm telling you now it is.
Yeah, alright.
I told you that. I told you. When I was with Mark and Eli making higher learning Elm City Trees, first 24, you thought they was doing it for free?
Nah, you're
Don't
right.
just come through and record. You gotta pay them engineers. He's about to come start taking pictures. Well,
I got that information for you. It's a live on Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of information here. The phone number is 1-312-626-6799. The meeting ID number is 437-347-000. That's 312-626-6799. And the ID number is 437-347-000.
Alright, we appreciate
So what y'all talking about up in here?
I mean, a little bit of everything. We talked about the debate earlier.
Which one was that?
Paul George versus Jayson Tatum.
Oh yeah, and what's the consensus?
I mean, I'm sticking with PG.
And K, I take it you with Tatum?
Yeah.
Word. Those are good choices, but I'm going to tell you something. I was thinking about it. At the end of the day, game on the line, I think the young boy got a major upside. He has shown that he could carry the team.
Thank you.
For 3 quarters, and he has shown some ability to...
3 quarters.
He has shown some ability to close out the game. I'm telling you, this year, game on the line, I'm going with PG.
Why?
This time next year,
Why?
I think the main thing is experience. I think it's experience. I think in order, one of the things I've learned as a high school coach is in order for you have to learn how to win. I think we've seen the metamorphosis of PG. He's been through that in his career. I think he's ready.
No.
I think he's ready.
No, Paul George hasn't convinced me of winning at all.
I think he's ready though.
Ready for what?
For that moment.
He had several moments.
And this is what I'm trying to tell you. In order to, you got to learn how to do it. You understand?
He's basically saying he failed so many times to finally be
I
ready
wouldn't.
to.
It's not
failing,
failing,
but
he hasn't capitalized on the opportunity that he's had. So I think he's ready to do that. And I think Jayson Tatum has a much. I think his upside
a lot higher
is high, and I think we had this conversation a year, 2 years from now, and I might go with JT. But right now, game on the line this year, I think, and it's really to make a play. It's not necessarily for him to get a bucket or it's to make a play. So whether that's going for him to get the rebound, to get a defensive stop, get the ball to the right person, I just think at this point in his career, PG's ready to do that. But Tatum's a monster. I think he's a future MVP of the league. But we're talking about right now, I got to go with PG.
Well, that will be a missed game winner. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, wow.
That's how we doing PG?
I heard you.
Yeah, that's how
heard you.
That's how we doing the top 5 player in the NBA?
All right, we're not doing that again.
Top 5. Who's your top 5? If you
Top 5. I'm throwing in LeBron, of course. Then you gotta give it to KD, AD, Kawhi. I guess you can throw Giannis in there. How many is that?
Giannis, PG, either or, right? That's 5.
No, that wasn't.
Yeah, that's my same 5 though.
What happened to y'all man, though? What happened to your man Harden?
He's not top 5.
Oh, word? How you gonna? So how is he gonna be in the running for MVP but not top 5?
Because most valuable player and best player in the league are 2 different things.
Now that's how we see. I think us as a consumer. I know we've had this conversation numerous times, and I'm just throwing devil's advocate because I like that 5. You understand what I'm saying? But it's interesting how it depends on what you're looking at. What's his name might be one of the greatest scorers we've seen in the NBA. Actually, he is. But does that make him a top 5 player in the league?
When I say top 5, I mean top 5 all around. So the rebound and the defense, playmaking, scoring, all that.
So let's say if Harding is in a different system, if he's not in that system of Houston where they just dribble, shoot, and try to play, that small ball, which was, I think Corona saved them. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Because they were going downhill with that lineup they had on the floor. But you think in another system, K, would Harden crack that top 5?
No. He don't play no defense.
He still got to play some defense. Because all those dudes in the top 5 list, they all are 2-way players.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I feel I'm not mad at the list.
But, you could always make an argument for the James Hardens, the Damian Lillards, Steph Currys.
The Clays when he's healthy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be interesting if and when we get back to the NBA, especially for next year.
Yeah, hopefully we come back this year.
Man, them dudes are fat right now.
No, you're not. They working out.
Come on, man. They chilling right now.
They might not be playing basketball as much as that. I'm sure they're working out still.
All right, but we'll see.
And all that.
We'll see. If Rona get up out of here, then hopefully we'll get back to it. I got to be honest with you. Like, ever since they canceled our state playoff and then they canceled NBA, I haven't even missed it like that, bro. And I'm a fan, but I've just discovered so many other things to do right now. So it better hurry up and get back.
But do you think that's because everything's on shutdown? Do you think if we go back to everyday living and there's no basketball, you feel the same?
Nah, because I think it was always there. And it was always something that we did that was part of what we do. You know what I mean? But I think if you start discovering other stuff that you want to do, so instead of tuning into that game, you might be into what you're doing. So I think for their brand, it'd be. I mean, because I'm just one person. There's a million people who right now who are fiending. You know what I mean? And so it's never gonna lose its popularity. I'm just saying, for me, I've discovered other things, and it's become less important at this particular time.
I'm gonna hold you to that when the NBA comes back. So if I see you watching the game,
I'm not fiending, but you know, if it's something to do, especially if you got my man must see TV, you know who that is. LBJ always must see TV.
You're talking about PG-13.
LBJ for me is always must see TV. I have to watch LeBron James because I love watching greatness.
Or got the Lakers winning this year if we come back? Or did you have the Lakers winning?
I got the Knicks winning always.
alright, okay. Now,
Well, if they go to that 32 tournament, we got a chance.
All right, sure.
slim to none.
Everybody got a chance.
Everybody got a chance. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I like the Lakers in a 7-game series, although that Western Conference Championship game, if it's the Lakers and the Battle of LA, whoever comes out of that, I think has the advantage going into the championship. You know what I mean? But 7-game series, I'm always going with the King, baby.
Got to.
I'm out, and I got to go take care of this.
Your boy Jayson Tatum can tell you something about that.
Ooh.
About Bron and getting.
And so could Paul George, 2013.
Oh, you're right. He did play everything.
Eastern Conference Finals. Come on now.
All right, Mr. Bron.
You just try to do that for Jayson Tatum.
LeBron.
Come on now, you can't do
You
that.
know when we talk about the NBA, it's LeBron and then the rest of the NBA. So when you say who's the best player, you take LeBron. Of course, LeBron. Then you say who's second. Who's the best of the rest?
Not Paul George.
What you mean? You saw what did Swaggy P say?
Okay, so you gonna take his you gonna listen to him?
Swaggy P, yes.
Nah.
Swaggy P Swaggy P was a prolific scorer in the NBA, the highest level of basketball.
Bro, do you see his most famous moment?
What?
Is when he was turned around with his arms out and missed the 3. Yeah, I know exactly which moment I'm talking about.
You don't make every shot you take. Swaggy P takes a lot of shots that most NBA players wouldn't even think about taking. That one year, remember when he was playing with Kobe?
Mm-hmm.
And that team was trash?
Mm-hmm.
Who was the one player in that team Kobe respected?
Well, that's because he was the only one that was actually playing.
The only one that was not scared to get a bucket, the only one that wasn't just taking with Kobe. Like, he actually said something to Kobe. He stood up to him. Come on now.
Like, why do you vouch so hard for Paul George, though? That's what I'm just trying to understand.
Cause I think he's a superstar, but I think he's like right there. He's right there.
And what's preventing him from getting over the hump?
What's preventing him?
Yeah.
I just think right opportunity. Think about it. If the Clippers beat the Lakers in a 7-game series this year, what's that doing for Paul George's legacy?
I mean, if they lose, though.
If they lose,
finals. They beat the Lakers, but then losing the finals.
He got to the finals, though.
So we giving out participation trophies now?
I'm not saying it's okay just to make it, but you know they said, Chris Paul hasn't made it out the second round in the conference finals. Like for people like that, when they get to the finals, that's a step forward. It's progress.
All right, but that's what get to the finals. That's it. Matter of fact, here's my thing about Paul George. Here's why I had this against him. In that year, 2014, when it was clear the best 3 players in the league were LeBron, Kevin Durant, and Paul George. Mm-hmm. After that, Kevin Durant and LeBron stayed up there as the top players, even with Steph Curry.
You said 2014?
Mm-hmm.
What year did Paul George get hurt?
That summer.
All right, so...
Okay, but you talking about since then. Since then, what has he done?
I don't got the numbers right now.
Come on now.
But if you look at Game 5 last year, right before Dame hit that jumper...
Let's look at Game 5 of the year before that.
80% from the field, had like 36 that game.
All right, I congratulate him.
If he had the last shot for OKC, it might be a different story. If
You
he
sure
gets a
about
bucket,
that? You don't think Dame was going to hit that regardless?
What was the score again?
They was tied.
But look, it's a different shot being down 2 shooting that than tied.
Well, guess what?
You're a lot calmer.
At the end of the
when
day,
it's tied, right?
Westbrook was the one who shot it and clanked it.
Right, so we can't. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is you can't get on Paul George for something like that.
You're right. Okay.
And Paul George was hurt last year doing that.
Oh, here, yeah.
No.
Yep.
They said that.
Bro, no. LeBron played with a broken wrist.
PG's shoulder was messed up, bro.
LeBron played with a broken wrist.
I'm telling you, I'd rather play with a messed up wrist than a messed up shoulder.
No, we didn't say messed up. We said broken.
Yeah, Paul. I don't know what the exact injury was for Paul George, but it was bad.
Bro, LeBron came to the press conference and said, "Oh yeah, I broke my hand. I was gonna tell you guys after the series."
I got a question because I remember that. If Bron won, you think he would have said anything?
Probably not. Probably not. I don't think so.
Nah, Bron's my favorite player. Favorite athlete probably of all time. But I know what you're doing, Bron. Bron thinks he's slick. He ain't slick to me. And I saw that.
What are you doing?
It's not an excuse, but it's like, look what I did with my broken wrist. Like, it's a flex, kind of like, I did all that with a broken hand. Hey, by the way, y'all, I'm not even 100% and I'm doing this.
You said it so casually too, like.
Right, like, I mean, it hurts, but it don't hurt.
He was just happy to get out of there. The way he was dapping everybody up as soon as he left the court, he was like, "Catch me in L.A."
Bro.
What point in his last season in Cleveland did he know he wanted to play for the Lakers? Because it was up in the air what team he would play for. Mm-hmm. But what do you think was the moment where he was like, "Okay, I want to go to L.A.?"
So, even if he was thinking before the playoffs, I think that game 1 in the finals. I think after that, he's like, "Yo, I'm out." I did all this, dropped 50 and we lost?
Nah.
Yeah.
That was J.R. Smith off the Henny.
I just think he was just like, yeah, like that just confirmed it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm leaving regardless of where I'm going. I'm not saying he left because of Smitty, but I was just like, yeah. I'm not even talking about that play. I'm talking about him scoring 50 and losing.
True.
Did he have a triple-double too? Or nah? Was it close to it?
I want to say yeah, but I'm not sure. But it's LeBron, so who knows? He probably did.
Probably like assists away, a rebound away.
Something like that. Look, he put up. How do you lose, man? Oh, man.
Drop 50. That was it. You think they had a chance if they won that game?
I don't know about winning the series, but that definitely, that would have definitely staggered the Warriors.
That series probably went to 6 games instead.
Probably.
Probably. They would have won probably. The Warriors probably won the next 2. Cleveland might have snuck another one in. And smooth sailing from there for the Warriors.
That's only 5 games.
No, if they won game 1, I'm saying.
Right, but then you said next 2, game 2,
Warriors
and
won
3.
the next 2, and then the Cavs won another one, and then the Warriors won the rest.
That's 5. Game
That's
1.
6. If the
Cavs won game 1, you saying. Then the Warriors win the next 2, game 2 and 3.
And then the Cavs
and then
won
game 4.
The Cavs won.
Right, so then it's 3. It's
2-2.
Oh no,
I'm not talking about. Yeah, I'm saying.
Oh, he right. Never mind.
Game
He's right. I was wrong. My apologies.
But yeah, hey, this is the first run through the pod. How you feel about it? Feel good?
It's straight. You know what I mean?
Say where it took a while to get comfortable. Not a while, but like after a couple minutes, you got always talking over there.
It's natural. It come naturally.
Oh, I forgot. I'm with an entertainer over here. He's a real entertainer. But yeah, we about to get out of here, y'all. You got anything you want to say?
Live life, man. Stay inside. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
Word.
Y'all should have already been washing your hands, though. Let's get that clear. I was real bold of you. I go to school out there. Yo, hold on.
Oh, yeah, my bad. We got love for the whole CT. You got anything else?
Nah, that's it. Stay black.
She said we don't all work, but we all dream. She said we don't all work, but we all scheme. Yo crew, my crew, we should all think. She said we don't all smoke, but we all drink. Okay then, we should go to El Rey. We could get a picture, get a shot of some liquor. Going for the win, any shot that I put up is bound to go in. Any night I deliver and pick up, put on every time I record. Do it for my city every time I perform. Lit, so blame it on